On this week's special episode of Wide Open Throttle, we head to the Windy City to check out the star cars of the 2012 Chicago Auto Show. Welcome to Wide Open Throttle. I'm Jessie Lang. The Chicago Auto Show is the largest in North America. First staged in 1901, the show covers more than 1 million square feet of Chicago's McCormick Place complex. To check out the top 5 cars, we now join Todd Lassa, who's on the show floor.
We're here at the 2012 Chicago Auto Show, one of the biggest auto shows in the country, if not the world, in terms of the public days. As far as the press is concerned, we see some new body styles, some special editions, some mid-cycle refreshes and updates, and cars like, say, the 2012 Mazda Miata MX-5 Special Edition right here. Now, Mazda has been showing a Special Edition Miata at the Chicago Auto Show for more than 20 years. And you're looking at this year's example. It's available either in this shade of red with a black top or white with a black top, the folding hardtop, of course, and some extra interior and exterior trim. I've always loved the Miata, but at this year's show, there are 5 other cars that I consider maybe a little bit more important, so let's take a look. Number 1, the Hyundai Elantra Coupe and GT. Now, these cars are basically variants, kind of variants I was talking about, of the Hyundai Elantra sedan that's been out for about a year. But the Coupe has some fresh sheet metal and, of course, that two-door styling that gives it a little bit of a sportier look. It's basically the car that the latest Honda Civic Coupe wanted to be. When are they on sale? Well, the Elantra Coupe goes on sale this spring, while the hatchback, the GT, goes on sale in the summer. Number 2, the Ford Shelby GT500 convertible. Yeah, we've seen the coupe for a long time. This is just a variant. Imagine that coupe with the top cut off and a lot of bracing added. You got the convertible. And also adds about 200 pounds, by the way. But here's the deal. This car has a 5.8-liter supercharged V8 that makes 650 horsepower. Ford claims it can do 200 miles an hour. How can that not be in your top 5 list here at Chicago? Number 3, the GMC Acadia. Now, this is a mid-cycle refresh on the popular 3-row, large, mid-size sport utility vehicle. It gets a new grille, new headlamps, bolder tail lamps, a nicer, softer touch interior, the usual upgrades to the interior you expect these days to make it feel a little bit more premium with a nicer trim, especially on the higher-end lines, including the Denali. Now, as you can see from the grille, you know, that makes it look significantly different than the old Acadia, which was originally intended to be a Pontiac. So by doing the more straight upright grille, the GMC Acadia now is tied in with those other models in the lineup, including the very popular Terrain and, of course, the Sierra pickup truck. It also helps separate the GMC Acadia from the Buick Enclave, which shares showroom space in GMC Buick dealerships across the country. Number 4, the Acura ILX, or ILX for short. This car is obviously based on the Honda Civic, but it's got the kind of sheet metal, again going back to what I said about the Hyundai Elantra, kind of sheet metal that maybe the new Honda Civic should have had. Much more expressive on the side. They did a pretty good job of styling this car with using basically the Civic body shell and basic platform, but making it look distinctively like an Acura. Now, of course, that means it's got that very controversial snout. I think they're cleaning it up a little bit better. There's a little bit of a space between the top of the snout and the grille surround, and somehow that tones it down a little bit, if you will. Of course, being an Acura, it comes with supple leather interiors, some very nice interior touches and luxury items. Steps on the toes of the TSX a little bit, but also comes available with a 1.5-liter engine and hybrid powertrain, or the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, gas-powered, of course, with an automatic transmission, or the 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine with a 6-speed manual transmission. So with the Acura ILX, the brand is trying to retain a bit of a sporty image while taking the Civic upscale, if you will. Number 5, Mopar's Dodge Dart GTS 210 Tribute. Now, Dodge internally called this car the Demon, which would have been kind of a cool name. That was a fun little Dodge compact from the early 1970s. Instead it went for GTS, which refers to the hot V8 Dodge Dart of the late 1960s, and 210 refers to the horsepower. Now the car's got all kinds of sport compact silliness, the type of thing popular 5 or 8 years ago, like a carbon fiber hood with an air intake. But you know, that aside, it's good to see that Dodge is looking at a high performance version of its Dart, which looks to be a hit already. So there's my top 5 cars from the show, but we're going to end it right here at the Trackster. This is a concept version based on the very, very popular Kia Soul. You can read more about it at MotorTrend.com. So for Wide Open Throttle, reporting from the 2012 Chicago Auto Show, I'm Todd Lassa.
Thanks for the info, Todd. Now, for those of you waiting for our discussion on the new Acura NSX, don't worry, we ran out of time today, but we'll be back next Thursday with Angus McKenzie, who has all the latest on Acura's hotly anticipated supercar. Plus, we'll lift the lid on AMG's new wave of high-performance Mercedes models and BMW's radical new green machines. Also, a quick programming note. Next Tuesday on The Downshift, we'll be rolling out part 1 of a special 3-part series offering a behind-the-scenes look at MotorTrend's 2011 Best Drivers Car Competition. You may already know the winner, but trust us, you have never seen all the action. Tune into The Downshift next Tuesday to watch 11 of the world's top sports cars hit the road and hit the track in a battle for ultimate automotive glory. That's it for this week's edition of Wide Open Throttle. If you have any questions or comments about any of this week's stories, let us know and send us your feedback. I'm Jessie Lang, and I'll see you next time.